Pelicans.
Not the Pelicans.
They can, but the other ones can't.
Now at Fort Pierce, and I want to go for a swim.
A swim?
A swim.
It's gonna be a little chilly.
Well, I mean, like, in a few days. Oh. Yikes. In a few days, I would like to, because we're going to be here for a minute. Miss, dip your feet in the water. Coco, what do you think? Coco, please don't fall over. Thank you. Thank you for stepping away from the ledge. Telephone pole. We're in Bath.
Yep.
You videoing?
Yeah. That thing is big. I thought it was going to be a lot smaller. At least my butt is so wet.
Dad's got a wet butt.
It all looks the
It,
same.
it all looks the same.
No, it's not. Or does it feel the same?
My shirt's dry.
Yay, because you wore a rain jacket. We are on the hunt for manatees. Hopefully we find some good old manatees.
Season sponsor. I swear I saw a friend of the band. Apparently there's a lot of sponsors.
I guess so. We're just gonna be here for an hour waiting for the sign to show up. Alright, I guess we aren't waiting for that sign to show up. Spill lima beans?
Yeah.
What's the manatee one now?
Marine Bank.
Let's hear it for
That's
Barbara.
my bank over there.
Let's hear it for Barbara.
Me Alpine.
Let's hear Barbara's song. Come on. Why are you
Lewis.
refusing to sing Barbara's song now? Come on. We don't do it for clicks.
Yeah.
What? I said, we don't do it for clicks. I heard you. Oh my god. But any other time you'll sing about Barbara the manatee.
Well, we're in her hometown.
You're so dumb.
I'll let you do that. I'll do the engine.
Avenue!
Let's get out of here. That was fun.
I don't know who puts a lock on their dink and locks everybody in.
Yeah. It's pleasant.
I don't know if I should. Sorry, dude, because I didn't mess you up.
He's going to rescue the brush I dropped overboard. See if it'll be successful.
It's over here. No, it's over this way.
Hit my funny bone.
It's not very funny.
It's not.
There's the dink. Bye-bye, dink. All right, Rye, your turn.
To do a handstand?
Yep.
I'll do a cartwheel for you. Remember, he's thirsty. Get to water, live. Look, he's moving.
Yeah. He's a moving. How about now? Can you hear me now? And then if I do this number and I turn this off, maybe.
Don't turn it off. I just want. If it stopped flashing.
Well, I'm saying like we'll be able to tell what the good video is all about, you know, or what the audio is all about. Now it's flashing. I don't know what I did.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh!
Technical difficulties.
Well, take it on now and put it right here. And we've got the Victron CAN bus and positive, negative. It's got an on-off switch. Comes with a couple of accessory cords, including a battery meter, which is something I gotta hook up tonight so I can do the update. 460 amp hours and 97 pounds. Pretty awesome. Crack open the cold one. Just have a good time.
All right. Let's see. You, I guess, just tell me about the battery.
I guess.
I guess.
Should I show you my sweet Young Cruisers Association koozie while I'm at it?
All the potential sponsorships.
Okay, so we're in beautiful Fort Pierce, Florida. We're at anchor. We've got the generator running, which is why we're up on the bow, because otherwise the noise from the generator would be just
Not pretty.
Not pretty. But anyway, so we've had some issues with the batteries. All stuff that we kind of knew was coming, but we thought we could push and delay a little bit longer. And we got to Daytona, or actually St. Augustine, and the batteries were just, we have old AGMs. They were, I think, new in 2017. Just old, and time to renew them. So we knew that was coming. We were contemplating during the refit whether to do the batteries along with it, with everything else we were doing, and we just got too many projects, and so we figured, well, we'll just leave it, and we can come back to it later on. And here we are later on, coming back to it. So we just picked up our first of two 460 amp hour lithium Epoch, I don't know. Epoch is what I'm going to say. Epic. They are pretty epic. So we'll just go with Epic. Epic batteries. The old AGM batteries are just at the end of their life. They don't last nearly as long. They were great batteries before lithium. They were the bee's knees. They were way better. They're still way better than lead acid in some ways, but we had AGMs and we were really debating between lithium and AGM again. For me, it's a catamaran, so we got to watch our weight. If I really wanted to put the same amount of amp hours on the boat that we could get with lithium, but with AGM, it would be, another 300 pounds, 400 pounds of battery to equal what we put on the boat for 200 pounds of lithium. On top of that, there's some really cool things that the Epic batteries can do that the AGMs, I don't know if they can because I don't care, honestly. After I figured out the weight difference, it was over. But basically, the AGMs are a great battery if that's what you're looking for. For us, being completely off-grid and having the amperage draw that we have, like we have a convection oven,
A cooktop.
a cooktop, an induction cooktop, right? So very high watt amperage draw appliances that we want to run without the generator on. And this battery is able to handle that with the inverter that we got. It's able to handle that output and do it safely. Another thing that was really, I guess, for me when I was looking and comparing the batteries was the price point. We paid, I mean, the Epic version 2, the Elite series that we bought is $1,800 for one battery. That's 460 amp hours. But even still, I mean, watt hours that you're getting, the per watt that you're getting, it's nothing. And these things are going to last us probably 10, 11 years. I think we did the math. They guarantee, or they claim 3,500 cycles. I think we'll get probably 4,000, and that's from 0 or 100% down to 0. We're not going to do that to them. So life expectancy is way longer than an AGM. Here we are, when they were new in 2017, it is now 2025, and we're replacing them. Do the math on that in public. I'm not going to do it. But you can do it and figure out that that's not the same difference as 11 years or 3,500 cycles. If we do that once a day, every day for 3,500 days, it's about a 10-year period. I really like Victron. I know there's other companies out there. That's cool. But we had a Victron system, inverter and charger system on our previous boat, the Rev. And I really liked it. No fuss, very straightforward. And lo and behold, in St. Augustine, ran into a guy, a buddy of a buddy, you know, kind of thing. And he was able to hook us up as a Victron distributor and help me basically redesign the system. Anyway, so the Victron, when I had talked to him about lithium, he was kind of like, well, you know, like there's certain batteries that just don't talk to the Victron system, but this new Epic battery does, and it's got a cord, a mount, or, you know, a full system in place. So when you compare it to what is it, the Essentials, that is $500 cheaper than what we bought. It's got some other, you know, stuff. It's just a bare bones lithium. Still a very good battery because it's Epic, but it's not quite the same. And because it had the Victron and it was waterproof, IP67, I think, that to me, as the boat owner, as the skipper, as the master, commander, all that jazz, that was most important to me because, one, if I'm going to get a Victron, or if I'm going to get a new inverter, because our inverter was toast, I need a Victron because that's a good company and I like their products. But I also would like it to talk between the systems, and this one, with the new updates and everything, does talk to the Victron inverter and all that jazz. So,
What do you mean by talk? Like, explain that.
We have a Bluetooth capability to see kind of what the battery's up to. When it's charging, it's Epic has its own Bluetooth capability, but you also have Victron components that have their own system or their own language, like a computer language. And I am not smart enough to talk about that. All I know is that
Are you waxing poetic?
I am waxing poetically. That this new battery that we bought is the Elite series, which means that there's a cord that goes from the battery to the Victron and actually can communicate with that Victron. Previous versions, the Essentials, again, my understanding, not a SME or subject matter expert by any stretch of the imagination, it didn't do that. So you would only have the app on your phone. But now that they talk, once we include solar and a servo, maybe in the future, where it's, you know, all right there at the touch of a touchpad at the nav station, now it will talk, which is pretty big.